Notice how women who are in a relationship with a provider are a lot happier than those women who are in 50-50 relationships.
Welcome to The Wall. In today's video, we're going to look at how modern women are complaining about men for not giving them our money, saying they don't want 50-50 men. Before we begin, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and drop a comment. It really helps the channel. Let's get started.
A real man is a man who provides because he knows that an investment in you is an investment in himself. When a man truly provides for you, makes you feel protected, makes you feel seen, loved, secure in all these different ways, you as a woman make his life a million times easier in so many different ways. Generation has truly lost of what it means to be a provider. And again, being a provider does not mean that you have to be making millions of dollars every single year. It's being able to provide for your girl, for your family, whatever that is with what you have. Because you know that an investment in her is an investment in yourself. That simple.
If I were to take you on a first date, how much would you want me to spend?
Wait for it. This will surprise some of you.
Less than $120.
That's right. And let's hear the common sense reasons why that is.
Why is 120 bucks the max?
Because I don't really need anything. I can eat at Cheesecake Factory, Chili's. I can eat anywhere. Like, it's just food. Like, you could go to a taco spot, a food truck, and still have an amazing day. It's an amazing day. It's just about the connection and getting to know the person. The money shouldn't be a thing when you're going out to eat. You know, you could use that for something else.
Now that is absolutely true.
And steak is not going to make me fall in love with you or be more interested in you. Absolutely not.
Exactly. Just imagine if more women had that perspective.
What's going to make you fall in love then?
The way he acts, the way he treats, if he's opening the door, how he carries himself, how masculine he is, the way he dresses.
She is not wrong.
Is there ever a point in time where a man should come to you about a decision, or should he handle it on his own all the time?
It depends. I feel like a very masculine man doesn't need my advice because he should know what's right from wrong. We always want to give you guys our point of view because, you know, we have instincts as women. So we tend to feel and see things in a different form than you guys, but not 100% like taking advice from.
Although this type of mindset does seem to be a rarity these days, it is rather encouraging that it still exists.
Men who have money aren't gonna fucking complain about giving it to you or meeting your needs, okay? They're proud to give it to you. That's the generous ones. I'm not talking about the fucking weird ones, okay? I've never experienced those. Men who are masculine and proud of their masculinity and proud of what it is that they created out there understand that that money is to pamper the woman that they're with. Okay, if I'm going out with you like this, it's because you look good. It's because it looks like you put an investment in me, even though I did all this by myself. So yeah, you're gonna give me money because it brings you pleasure to see me smile, to see me happy, to see me pampered, to see me relaxed. Any man who wants you struggling is a man who doesn't like you, who is jealous of you, who wishes he was you.
Gotcha, bitch!
Providers do not count the dollars that they've spent on you, but they do notice the effect his provision has on you. Provision is about relieving anxiety, so he may not understand why you want this and that and that. He may not be able to name or number all the money that he's spent on you, whether it's cosmetic, whether it's apparel, whether it's education, whether it's a service, nails, hair, whatever. What he takes note of and places value in is the way your relief transforms you. And that is his currency. That's what's important for him. For providers, they care about the people that they love being relieved so that they can be the best person possible. This is one of the ways to find out if you're dealing with a provider. I think that is such an important distinction.
A provider man is for a traditional woman, not for the woman who wants to live like she's single while you pay all her bills. It sounds great on paper. A man who provides, spends money, and covers everything. Handbags, trips, comfort, money flowing while she doesn't have to struggle for anything. Sounds beautiful until you need something from her. That's when the truth comes out. She tells you she's not that kind of woman. She's not the type to stay home, not the type to cook, clean, or make your life easier through real actions. She wants the benefits of a provider man without fulfilling the role of a traditional woman. The full deal for her, half the deal for you. There are still women out there who understand that money is earned through hard work, who value sacrifice, and who want you for who you are, not for your wallet. But they're becoming rare. And that alone tells you everything you need to know about where things are headed.
There is nothing more terrifying than a man who believes in a 50-50 relationship. If you are a man and you believe in 50-50 relationships, your soulmate is another man and you should be having another relationship with a man and not a woman. Number one, men and women, we are not equal. We don't even get paid equally in today's society. Number two, who's going to be carrying the child for 9 months, giving birth, going through postpartum, and all this other mental and physical struggles to bring your child to this earth? Women. Literally, what happened to the men with the provider mindset, that provider mentality? Like, imagine this. Imagine you're out with a guy at a restaurant. He asked you out on a date and he literally asked to split the bill. Do you know how embarrassing that is, that the man literally cannot provide for you? If you cannot provide in that way, number one, you shouldn't be dating. Or you should be dating somebody within your own tax bracket. A lot of these 50-50 type men want women who take care of themselves. They take care of their bodies. They take care of their hair. They take care of their skin. Do you understand that a woman who genuinely takes care of herself, who spends money on herself, is not going to want to be with a man that is 50-50? Let me give you that little reality check there.
Okie dokie then. So this is for those women that make these types of videos, because I've noticed a lot of consistencies between them, and I think we need some questions answered. The first is, do you genuinely expect random men to help you with your luggage? Really? And if so, why exactly do you expect men to help you? Are you incompetent? Incapable? Because from what I've seen, most of the women who make these types of videos are not having any sort of problem at all carrying their own luggage. And what exactly is the point of making these videos? Is it trying to shame men into assisting you in helping? Because honestly, it's making a lot of women look really sad and rather pathetic, in my opinion. Because if you can't handle carrying your own baggage, why would you expect anyone else to want to handle it?
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
The reason I say not to verbatim say, I only date provider men or I only date men who provide, is because a woman who is deeply in touch with her femininity and truly values the role of a man who provides does not need to say that that's what she wants. Her energy and how she shares her values will do all of the speaking for her. When a woman is deeply connected to her divine femininity, there is no need to prove that that is what she's deserving of, a provider man. She is on the date and she is studying him. Divine feminine women are very smart. So she's feeling his energy on the date. Does he open the door for her? Does he pull up the chair for her? Does he allow her to speak to the waiter, or does he ask if it's okay to order for her? Because there are men who feel it is their responsibility to provide for a woman. And you as the woman can feel that energy. And so you're asking him questions, you're getting his read on things, you're sharing your values and how does he respond to that? And you don't feel the need to prove that you are worthy of a provider man, so you don't need to say it. Your energy speaks for you. And at the end of the day, you can say, I really feel like this man sees me as a woman and understands his role as a provider. Think of it this way as well. If you were on a date with a man and he felt the need to say, yeah, I only date very feminine women who know how to submit and respect my leadership. Okay, there's nothing inherently wrong with saying this. But do you feel that a man who is a genuine provider man who does not need to feel the need to prove his providership would say that?
These women bring up pregnancy as an argument whenever it benefits them, as if they had a child with every man they've ever been with. But what they really want from every single man is for you to pay just for their presence. Their contribution is simply showing up. That's it. And here's what nobody wants to say out loud. In life, you attract what you are. The man with purpose, a strong physique, his finances in order, no addictions, and a stable life, that man absolutely can be a provider. But a provider for the woman who earned that position, not just anyone who shows up empty-handed with a list of demands. The problem is that these women only talk about what you should do for them. None of them ever mention what they bring to the table. And that's the question men need to ask directly. If you bring nothing, what makes you think you deserve everything?
Women.
I actually think that men need to toughen up, and I think if men were forced to be homeless, they would learn how to be better men.
Say what?
Because that's what made men manly in the past, was having to build houses and stuff.
And stuff. Yeah, that's not what made men manly.
If we just made men be homeless for like a year, I think it would fix a lot of problems.
That would be
with society.
so good, especially because we don't force men to do military anymore like they used to. They make them homeless for a year. Let's see how they fucking
make them just figure it out.
What? No, they can't be serious.
And make them homeless in a country where they don't know the language, and that way they really have to go through something, and then maybe they can like
be appreciative.
Wait, so what if we apply that same logic to women to toughen them up a little bit and give them a good dose of the reality that they actually live in? You know, take their rights away for a year so they can actually understand how not oppressed they really are in this country. Oh, wait, that probably wouldn't go over very well, would it? No. But then again, hearing stuff like this come out of some women's mouths does make me really appreciate how some can actually perceive women as illogical and irrational.
Things I no longer find flattering or take as a compliment as a 33-year-old single woman. And if this is the reason why I'm single, well then whoop-de-doo. If you're yapping way too much about how I am the love of your life and we barely met 3 months ago, you're blocked. If you're yapping about how you want to start a family with me when you barely even have a family of your own and you're not very family-oriented, yeah, you're blocked. I love quality time, but if you want to spend every day, every hour, every minute, every second, every millisecond with me, get upset because I don't revolve my entire life and every day for you, yeah, you're definitely getting blocked. And last but not least, we all love a good husband material type of man, but if you're already acting like a husband and you're expecting me to act like a wife and we're not even engaged, you're blocked.
I think one of the most diabolical plots of control against women was to teach women collectively and program them that their standards shouldn't be established in different forms. I think one of the biggest plots to reinforcing misogyny and patriarchy is teaching women that you need to be able to go 50-50. You need to be willing to plan the dates. You need to be willing to initiate interest in the man and pursue him. You need to be willing to pay for dates or go 50-50. If that works for you, that's fine. Nobody's knocking that if that's what you so choose. But I think what's interesting is that a lot of women lie to themselves and they say that they're interested in that lifestyle, when in actuality, they feel imprisoned by the lifestyle that they're living and with the man. And so that's also the other component to this that's ironic to me, because people will be like, well, bitch, that's why you're single and at peace. What in the fuck is going on? A heavy percentage of people that are in relationship with someone are unhappy. They don't even like the person that they're with. You believe that someone being in a relationship is like a badge of honor. Show me someone who's happy. I don't give a fuck about someone who has a commitment. Some of us could be married several times over. It's nothing to really find a man that wants to marry you if you are willing to dumb yourself down. It is nothing. So the fact that you all use that as an insult is weird, and it's used to continuing to participate in programming that works against their best interest. You tell me how it serves your best interest for you to keep showing up for a man and going above and beyond that has a low level of respect for you, that doesn't come through for you, that isn't consistent. He doesn't show up on your birthdays. You're taking care of the kids by yourself. You're the one doing a predominant percentage of the household labor and the child rearing, and you want to tell me that it's somehow of a benefit for you to be paying that man money to keep a roof over your head too? Oh no. If you understood that a woman having standards, and if women establish standards collectively, that would require men to collectively improve on their behavior and to meet women where they're at, versus them trying to shame and subjugate women into submission and doing what they want. And that's the bigger picture of what's happening here. They're shaming you into doing what they want. It will shame you into believing that something's wrong with you wanting a man to be a provider, with you wanting a man who's going to plan, pay for, and execute proper dates. They will shame you into being against anything. Increase the quality of treatment that you receive from men and the quality experiences that you have access to during dating. They don't want you to have quality experiences. They want you to lower your standards so it is easier for them to access and control you. That's it.
Stop it. Get some help.
Women don't even know what they want. Back when men provided everything, the house, the bills, the stability, all he asked for in return was for her to take care of the home. That was it. And somehow, they called that abuse. They called it oppression. They said men wanted a maid. So men stepped back. We got the message. If you want to work and earn your own money, fine. We split the bills. We split the responsibilities. Logical, fair, straightforward. But that's when the real problem appeared, because they don't want that either. They don't want the 50-50 man, but they also don't want the traditional role they rejected. That was the plan from the beginning. Make their own money while still receiving all the benefits of a provider man without giving anything in return. My money is mine. Your money is ours. And if you complain about it, suddenly you're a misogynist. But men have started realizing their value. And the deal has changed. If you want to be treated like a princess, first prove you deserve the king. Drizzle, drizzle. We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, the questions are for you. Do you think a woman who demands a provider while rejecting the traditional role deserves that kind of treatment? At what point did you realize your value as a man goes far beyond your wallet? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. Your support means a lot to us and keeps us motivated to keep creating more content. Stay tuned for the next video on the wall.